So next up, podcast listeners, hot off the press, the Biden administration pauses controversial Disinformation Governance Board. Okay? They are pausing it, not canceling it, pausing the Disinformation Governance Board. Just reported the New York Post. Chris, the podcast producer, just sent this to me. Christopher Hopkins. The Biden administration has reportedly paused its controversial plans for a Disinformation Governance Board after facing criticism from free speech advocates and conservatives. The Homeland Security Board was set to be led by Director Nina Jankowicz and had a mandate to fight the spread of disinformation that can affect border security, Americans' safety during disasters, and public trust in our democratic institutions. But following a backlash from Republicans and some liberals who likened the board to an Orwellian ministry of truth, the Washington Post reported on Wednesday that the initiative has been put on hold. The DHS decided to shut down the board on Monday, and Jankowicz had written a resignation letter by Tuesday. Think about that. So DHS, Department of Homeland Security, decided to shut down the board on Monday. I'm not sure I believe this, okay? I know that's what they're saying, but you know as well as I do that they're going to still figure out a way of having a disinformation board somehow in the government. And Jankowicz had written a resignation letter on Tuesday, according to the report. DHS officials then reportedly gave Jankowicz the opportunity to stay on, and she is. But she's evaluating her options, the Washington Post said. So in other words, she really hasn't left. She submitted her resignation, but they want her to stay on. Why do you think they want her to stay on? I mean, do you believe for 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen, that the Biden administration doesn't want this to come to fruition, namely to have a disinformation board with her ahead of it? Of course they want it. They just want you to forget about it. And they figure as time goes by, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, it'll be in full force and effect and operating, and you'll forget that it's there. You'll just forget, because that's what these crooked politicians are doing that are controlling the White House right now, namely Barack Obama. A DHS spokesman told the Washington Post that Jankowicz has been subjected to unjustified and vile personal attacks and physical threats and said she is eminently qualified. Jankowicz has caught flack from conservatives over ideas including letting verified Twitter users edit other users' tweets. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard us talk a lot about Twitter, this podcast. Jankowicz, okay, the lady who would be head of the Disinformation Board, has caught a lot of criticism from conservatives because she believes that verified Twitter users, so there's a special verification that would occur by Twitter, would have the right to edit your tweet. It's exactly like 1984. Literally, it's 1984. Can't make this stuff up. And so this is hot off the press, as I said, and we can only hope that this is really going to be an agency that will never occur, this disinformation board. But trust me, ladies and gentlemen, they're lying. They have every intent of making this stay and stick, and they have every intent of making sure that you just forget about it. And when the press is no longer watching, such as it is, it'll be up and running right before the general election. Of course it will. Well, that's it from Mark and the Millennials. Thank you for joining Mark and Millennials. This is Mark Fisher. Thank you to our producer, Christopher Hopkins. Check us out on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Getter, Truth Social, Rumble, and our website. See you next time.